Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a long time since I said that. I have been MIA for the last 6 or 7 months. The next video I will be catching up with you guys, talking about favorite books I've read this year and all that jazz. But right now, this video is my September TBR and we have a lot of books to talk about. So the next book will be catching up and I'll be filling you guys in on everything that's been going on with me and just having an honest chat and honest update and everything like that. But right now, this is all about my September TBR. Now, per usual, this is not every single book I want to read. My fall TBR will be up maybe next week. It's insane. My fall TBR is out of this world. There's a lot of books. I'm just in that mood. The burn months are my favorite of the year. I just come alive. So there's a lot of books. I didn't want to overwhelm myself because this has been a very interesting, weird reading year for me. But I will say my reading year is definitely getting better. But we are just we're heading in the right direction. I will say I have my pumpkin chai cream latte. I've decorated for fall. I have my pumpkins here. I have these. I have my cute pink ones. It's hiding behind me. But I do have, I feel like my sweater is really, fall. So, yeah, this is just very fall. And it's the first day of fall. So, September 1st. In my eyes, it's fall. Okay, let's get into this TBR. First, we're going to start with some new releases. So the first one is If It Makes You Happy by Julie Olivia. This is a book that came out last year. It was indie published and she got picked up by publisher by Berkeley. And I do have the ALC of this from Ping Random House Audio. I think it's Ping Random House Audio. And I'm really excited. This one comes out September 2nd. So when this video goes up, this will already. I'm really excited for this. This one is like set in the 90s. But this cover obviously just screams fall. The original cover I love as well. I wish I could get my hands on the OG indie cover because I love it so much. But I've heard really great things about this. I wanted to read it last year. I just didn't get around to it. But this sounds amazing. I think this is like a single dad romance. I don't know much about the plot. All I know is it's set in the 90s and it's very fall and autumnal, and that's all I need to know. So that's it. Okay, next we have Wild Reverence by Rebecca Ross. This one also comes out September 2nd. So this is set in the Divine Rivals world. Now, I read the first book. I did not read the second one. I just heard some not so good things, and I really loved the first one, which, yeah, I have the first one down there. And I don't know. I didn't want to ruin the first book because I loved it so much. I don't know. Maybe I will go back, reread the first one, and finish the duet eventually. But this is set. I guess this is kind of like a prequel, but I do believe you can read this one without reading the duet. But I'm excited to read it. I really love Rebecca Ross's writing, and I feel like her writing is perfect to read during the fall and winter. Her writing is just really beautiful and atmospheric, and I just feel like it's very like I said, just perfect for the fall and winter months. So I'm excited to read this one and just see what it's about. I haven't seen any ARC reviews or anything, so I don't know, but I'm excited to read it and just kind of go into it blind. But yeah, this is set, I believe, way before the events that happen in Divine Rivals, so excited to read it, and like I said, I'll enjoy her writing, so check it out. So next we have Burn Bright by Krista and Becca Ritchie. This one comes out also on the 2nd. That's a Tuesday. Tuesdays are very popular publishing dates. So this book is a part of the Cobalt universe, which is a part of their Addicted universe. There's someone that is out there cutting grass. Annoying. So, but I do love that. Okay, so I have not finished the series. Actually, the Addicted series is one of my favorite series, but I haven't finished. Oh my gosh. I have not finished this series. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Hopefully not. I haven't finished this series. I started this series at a really hard time in my life, and I just don't want to finish it. I don't know what's wrong with me. At this point, I should probably restart it. I started it in 2020 during during COVID. I feel like there's so many different names for COVID, but I haven't read the spinoffs, but I heard you can go into this one without finishing or anything like that. Of course, it'll be more meaningful if I finish, but I have read their parents' stories. I have completed that story, so I'm very excited for this one. I will be reading it. I love Kristen and Becca Ritchie's writing. I read their other release that came out, I believe it was in 2024 or 2023. I really enjoyed that release. I need to read the second one in that one. So anyway, I really enjoyed their writing, and they're the best at writing found family. I think I'm going to give it to them for writing the best found family. It's just the best, and I really enjoy found family. So anyway, I'm excited for this one, and Caitlin, who's one of my best friends from Love Librarian, she really loved this one, so I'm really excited to read it. Next, we have Wildcard by Elsie Silver. So this is the next ex's dad. An age gap, obviously. I think that Elsie writes age gap so well. Obviously, Heartless, how could I forget? Heartless is one of my favorite books of all time, is age gap. And I know she's written more age gap. I'm just blanking. She writes it so well. So I will be reading this one probably before I read Wild Eyes, maybe. No, I will, because next week is the 9th, and this comes out on the 9th, so I'm going to be reading it when it comes out. So I'm going to be reading this out of order. Whatever. Who's the boss of... Who's going to tell me that you can't read it out of order? There's no one, you know? So I'm super excited for this one. I can't wait for it to come out, and I love the cover. I love the purple. I love these covers. They're just so fun. So I'm really excited for this one. I think this has been such a strong series. I have personally enjoyed every single book I've read by them. I did, by Elsie. I started Wild Eyes, which is sticking out now, and I wasn't loving it. Nothing wrong with it. I just wasn't into the whole wrestling. And then I got into it and I was liking it, and then I stopped reading it. It's not Elsie's fault. I've just been having an issue with contemporary small town romance. It's no one's fault. It's just me. I was reading a ton, and I've just learned I can't read. I would get into that in my next video, but I just can't read all that contemporary small town back to back like that anymore. I just can't do it anymore. So that's a me thing. But I do think Elsie is the exception to the rule. It's just that I probably read quite a bit before, and then I was reading. Okay. So anyway, I'm really excited. I love Elsie's books, and I do really enjoy Rose Hill. I think it's such a strong series, so I'm excited for this one. And then we have People Watching by Hannah Bonham Young. I have an ALC to this one. This one comes out also on the 9th. So I'm really excited about this one. This one seems like it's a little bit different. I do think this is dual point of view, which is very different. HBY, which is Hannah Bonham Young, has not done any dual POV. She's never done that before. I could be wrong, but I believe it is. I'm excited for this one. All her books are very cozy, but I do think this one is quite cozy. I don't know anything about the plot. I don't have to. She's one of my favorite authors of all time. I don't have to know about the plot. Very excited. And then we have Taurus Season by Bren Weaver. I also don't know anything about the plot, but I love Bren Weaver's writing. I believe this is another dark comedy, dark romance comedy, and I just think she does this very well. I don't know anybody who can do that quite like her. I did not read the third book in this series, but I did buy it. It's this book. I need to read this. Maybe I'll put this on my TBR for the fall. What's the name of this series? Oh, the Witness Love series. I need to read this one. I haven't read this, but Butcher and Blackbird is one of my favorite books of all time. I will put it in my Hall of Fame. I would actually love to reread it. I love that book so much. I just think that she does the dark comedy. Actually, let's look up what it's about. I would love to know, because the name of this sounds so interesting, and I just think that it sounds quite unique. So let's find out what it's about. Okay, it says, welcome to Cape Carnage. You can only hide in the farthest reaches to the deepest hell, and I will drag you out. Even the devil can't save you from me. Cape Carnage is a seaside town of colorful houses, quirky shops, and an unusually high body count. With tourists comes trouble, and Harper styling won't let anyone ruin her picture perfect home. Gosh, I can't read. A skilled gardener with killer instincts, Harper protects her sanctuary and her aging mentor with the fading memory at any cost. Okay, now Nolan Rhodes, he's a tourist, but he isn't your average tourist. He's devilishly handsome, of course, charming, and he's skilled with a blade. Is he another serial killer? Because of course she does that so well. Okay, on every anniversary of the hit-and-run accident that fractured his life, he slays another target. Oh, and he saved the best for last, the undeniably beautiful Harper Starling, who was our heroine. The problem, Harper isn't the monster he expected, and she won't go down without a fight. When an amateur true crime investigator comes to Cape Carnage on the trail of a long-lost serial killer, Harper and Nolan strike an uneasy truce. If Harper helps Harper protect her town, she'll keep quiet about his hunting habits for now. But their alliance soon spirals into obsession, one that threatens to shatter every secret. Oh. No, but this is so fun. No, this is so fun. I'm excited. Okay, I like that. Okay. And then I have Rising Rain by Tessa Hale. This is the next book in her series that she's writing right now. It's her Wolf Shifter series that is spectacular. I'm really excited for the next one. And I should be getting an ALC and an ARC. I'm so excited. And then It's Different This Time by Joss Richard. Sorry. Let me back up a little bit. The book by Brim Weaver comes out September 23rd, and Rising Rain by Tessa Hale comes out September 24th, and It's Different This Time by Joss Richard comes out September 30th. This is like a second chance romance. It's set in New York in the fall. What else do I need to know? And then Soul Searching by Lila Sage. Oh my gosh. I actually just got the ALC today. I just got the audio, and it's Jason Clarke and Samantha Bittmore. Listen, Jason Clarke is the best. I love him. I've been a fan, but what made me a fan was when he did the duet by Kennedy Ryan. Her like politics one. If you know, you know. I've been a fan for that long with him. And then he's done a lot of Debney parodies, and that's what made me a fan anyway. I just feel like I've been a stan, and I feel like he has a lot of new ones, but I've been a fan. I'm so excited. This one is like small town, but like ghosty, witchy, vampire-y. I don't know which one it is, but the vibes are vibing, and I've been literally counting down the minutes, the months, the hours. Y'all know what I mean? For this to come out since she announced the cover. I'm so excited. That was really long. It's my first video back. So that's all the new releases. Okay, so let's get into just like the regular TBR and all those things, okay? So the first book is Tempest of Wrath and Vengeance by Melissa K. Rui. Is that right? Someone tell me if I'm mispronouncing her name, because that's disrespectful. I think I said it right. But this is the third book in the Legacy series. I read the first two in August, and I am obsessed. It is fantastic. It's like the best. It might be my favorite fantasy series of all time. It is fantastic. Oh. It is so good. And I know you guys have heard a lot about this series this year. I feel like it's really blowing up this year. Oh my god, my eyes. But it is so good. Oh. I feel like we got mascara in my eye. Okay. But it's so good and dark, and the story is great, and the politics is amazing. And I feel like it's such a well planned out fantasy series. And I just personally think it's like the best that I've read. And so well written, compelling, and I just could not put it down. But I did have to take a little breather because it's dark. It's a dark story. It's a hard, our main character, Tessa, it's really hard to be in her head because she's just gone through so much, and it's heavy on the mental health. So I felt like it was difficult for me personally to be in her head for that long. So I did take a little breather, but I love the story. So the third book, I'm going to be reading it, and then the last book in the series comes out in November, so I will be good and caught up. So this, I will be reading that this month. And then we have The Wolf King by Lauren. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the last name, but I started this in August. I just didn't finish, but I am loving this book. I'm loving it. We've got a captive captor kind of situation with the human princess, basically Aurora, and she's essentially taken by the alpha wolf, and she is about to get married. She's engaged, and like there's like this, and yeah, the alpha wolf takes her, and it starts this war essentially between the humans and wolves. And he takes her back to the kingdom for her to meet the Wolf King, and there's a love triangle. That's what made me want to read this. Her being taken and the love triangle. I just love a good love triangle. And shifters, I feel like I read a lot of fae, but not a lot of wolf. So I wanted to read this, and I'm enjoying it. So if I like it, I will continue, and I will read The Night Prince, which everyone loves The Night Prince. So I really want to figure out what the hype is. So we're going to be reading The Night Prince if I like The Wolf King. I am predicting that I'm going to love The Wolf King. So next, I'm sorry, The Night Prince. Did I say that? The Night Prince is the next book. Then I have Direbound by Sable Sorensen. I know this has dire wolves in it. Something about our heroine, her sister. Something happens to her sister. She participates in some trials. So it's kind of giving Fourth Wing, and something about dire wolves. That's all I know about it. And that it's very similar to Fourth Wing, which I enjoy Fourth Wing, so I'm excited. I still haven't read the third book. That's on my TBR. I follow TBR. So I'm excited to read this one. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but they are outside. Okay. But I'm really excited to read this one. I love wolves and shifters. I just don't read them enough, but I have quite a few on my fall TBR. Obviously, I just feel like it's appropriate for the year. I was a Jacob girly, so I feel like it makes sense, you know? You grow up and you just want to read them more, you know? And this Tessa Hell series is like make me want to read more, you know? And then we have The Honeycrisp Orchard Inn by Valerie, is it right? But I have an ALC of this from Libra FM. Shout out to Libra FM. This is about this. I have that down. I have 2 books on twice. But this is about our heroine. She lives in New York. She works for a event planning company, and she has a douchebag of a boyfriend, and she has been working on giving a presentation, and her ex breaks up with her, and when she's giving a presentation, her boss is like, hey, your boyfriend, he doesn't know that her boyfriend had just broken up with her, warned us that you were gonna give this presentation, and he's already given it. He warned us that you were going to give the same presentation, so we can't have this at the company, so we're firing you. Obviously, he stole her presentation. This is a boys club, so she has nothing to defend herself, with. This small town, I can't remember where it's at right now, but it's like a Gilmore Girls kind of town, and her parents own this inn, and they're planning like, I don't know, some kind of event in the town, and her mom is like, hi, I know you're busy, but like, can you help plan this event in the town? And her mom was expecting her to say no, but she doesn't have a place to live because she was staying with her ex-boyfriend, and the place is in his name and everything, and she's been fired from her job, and she doesn't want to tell her parents. She's like, yeah, I can help. And her parents have this like kind of like this built on like apartment, and when she gets there, this guy is staying there, and it's this person that she's known, and he's like, I am planning the event. He's staying in the apartment together, and he's very adamant that he's planning the event, but she can help. And he's like, I've been here for this community. You haven't visited. You haven't even wanted to see your own family. They've like grown up together. Their parents are like whatever. Yeah, so I'm very intrigued, but I've heard it's like very heartwarming, cutesy, very fall with like the event and the town and everything like that. So it's cute. It sounds like a Hallmark movie, which fall Hallmark movies are like my thing. So very cute. I'm very excited to read this. I've heard really good things about this book, so I'm very excited to read it. And yeah, I think it's already out. I'll have to check. And the last book on my list is A Witch's Guide to Magical Alchemy by Sengu Mandana. I loved her other release that came out last year. Not last year, I'm sorry. A Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches last year, and I loved this book so much. It ended up being on my favorites of the year list. The audiobook is fantastic. The story is fantastic. This has an amazing found family, and it was just so cozy and amazing. So I'm really excited for the second book. This is a companion novel. You don't have to read the first book in order to read the second one. But I am just so excited to read this one. And it's pink. It's so cute. I started this one, but I'm going to restart it and give it my time and my proper time and attention. But I cannot wait to read this one, and I'm definitely going to read it in September. So very excited. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I'm really excited to be back. I appreciate everyone who stuck around and who just has been patient with me and everything. I really appreciate you guys. So if you watched today's video, leave me some kind of fall emoji, a pumpkin, a leaf, an orange heart, just something fall related. I'm just super happy to be back, and I have content planned, vlogs. I'm just really excited. So thank you guys so much. I love you all, and please let me know what you want to read in September or what's on your fall TBR. Just leave something below, especially if it's like a book that you don't see anybody reading or talking about. I found a couple, but I really want to find some books that not a lot of people are reading or talking about, because I don't know, you know, a lot of people are reading the same books. I know I have a lot of books that a lot of other people are reading or on their TBR, but just let me know. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video.